Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading, and today we have another bomb reading. Yes, we do. And boom, right? Yeah, I hope you guys are all well. And yeah, we got a really cool reading here. We have this one card, Forget Me Not. Somebody doesn't want you to forget them, or they can't forget you, right? Yeah. So before we begin, though, if you guys want your own psychic reading, you may always get one, and they are accurate. They're lots of fun. They are. We do them on the phone. If you insist, you can have a video. That's no problem. And we do the tarot spread at the end. Yeah, we do. Yeah, and anybody wants to do a past life regression regarding a talent of yours, I do those. Yeah, and those are awesome. Lots of fun and very eye-opening. And also, if you want a free 5-minute psychic reading with Mystic Sense, Sagittarius, you can get one of those. That link is below. And if you would like a tarot reading unto itself, you can get one of those with me. And my website is mysticgem.com. Okay, let's get into this here because we're being darn mystical here. We have the High Priestess, right? Here she is. And she said, I am the all-knowing, right? She said, forget you, power and light, right? Maybe she said that. I'm not sure. My daughter's a Pisces. And, yeah, interesting. But here is the King of Pentacles with it. And then we have the Hanged Man. So we have a lot of Piscean energy here. We do. And this Hanged Man, though, this is a different deck, right? And, he untied himself and he got down. He said, I'm not going to be up here sacrificing anymore, or I'm not going to be up here trying to figure out, look at things from all angles and figure out my perspective, because this can be about an epiphany. So he hasn't figured it out yet. Not really. He might have, but, and if he did, he's afraid. He's afraid that the other person will not want it, because we can see his face here, and he looks quite worried. He does. And I feel like it might be this King of Pentacles. It might be a Piscean or somebody else, right? Because this reading is for anybody with a lot of Sagittarius placements, right? Yeah, and that's huge, right? Because my planetary ruler is not Sagittarius. No, that means that the other energy, my planetary ruling card, really says a lot about my personality. It does, and I feel like it's true too. I do. And here we have within the next few months, Sagittarius, and here's the temple, and the sun is coming up here, and that's when this is going to happen. Is that the sun? I feel like it's just the temple. Really beautiful here. Yeah. And yeah, it is beautiful here. And then we have autumn and forget me not. Let's have a look at autumn, Sagittarius. You could be saying you don't know what that is. Otoño, right? Let's look at autumn, and this has to do with, I think, something slowing down or something like that. Let's have a look at that card. And this is releasing. Okay, there we go. So, the Hangman sometimes can talk about a release, sometimes, but like a sacrifice release. Like I have to release this in order to have something better. The autumn card is somebody's releasing somebody here. I feel like they are, but we'll see as we get more into the reading here. And maybe they're worried here that if they release somebody or something, maybe they're releasing their bad energy. We don't know, right? Lots of changes with Pluto and Aquarius, right? Everybody will be affected by that. Yeah, it's a 20-year transit, but some of us will be affected overnight, and some of us will gradually change. And, it has to do, the changes have to do with whatever house Pluto is moving through in your natal chart. Yeah, or for you guys, for general, we can see that as well. And yeah, I'm going to have a video on that as well, you guys, in just a couple of days. Yeah, I think I'm putting it up tomorrow, but definitely really interesting. And it's going to let a lot of people take back their power, because Aquarius is about being authentic. And once you step into who you really are, you will have much more power, personal power. And Scorpio is about power. Yes, it is. So, which is Pluto, right? Here's the forget me not, and that cracks me up, because that looks like forget you, right? Yeah, forget you. That's what we used to say when we were kids, right? We were teenage, really young, right? Teasing cousins and friends and stuff like that. This is the time to release old stuff and to see what is truly precious to you and what you really want to keep in your life, you see? Yeah, and that's exactly what Pluto and Aquarius is. Pluto can be about rebirth and endings, and Aquarius is about the new, the innovating. Yeah, what's new, what is progress, change, and things like that. And that's happening here to one of you guys big time. Maybe somebody's releasing, could be a relationship, could be their energy, could be their bad, their kind of lower self. It just depends. And this talks about kind of comfort yourself if you're feeling that releasing something in your life is difficult for you, right? Yeah. And so let's see what we have, Sagittarius. And yeah, today we're using these kind of pirate cards, right? They're not even pirate, but um, for lack of a better word, right? I'm going to use these. Not I'll just. I don't like to say I'll just because it implies that you don't trust in it. Yeah. So this is why we don't say that. And we don't say can't. Yeah, don't say that. Let's see what we have. Better to say I won't. Yeah, let's see what we have, you guys. If that is the case, right? And we start with the Emperor. And, he's shown up as this kind of, moose, basically. And here he is with all his antlers. Maybe he's not a moose. Maybe he's I'm not sure, but he does look like a moose here. And the Emperor is showing up, and Sagittarius, the Emperor is somebody who takes control of their life. Here's the sacrifice or the release. Here's the fire burning in the background. So that's what I mean. Somebody here is, or you. It's either you or them. That's it, right? It's not Santa Claus, right? It's not Joan of Arc. It's not, no, it's definitely not here. You guys know who those people are. And so the Emperor, though, taking control, he's letting this burn. He goes, let it burn. He goes, because this is better for my life, that this burns down or I leave it behind. That's what that's about. Let's see what else. And we have the Four of Pentacles. And that's what Aquarius and Pluto is about, too. It's about releasing what doesn't work for us, what's not authentic. It can be about sacrificing because now we're going to have change and innovation, or we grow into our authentic selves. Yeah, it's So it can definitely be a sacrifice. Four of Pentacles is here. He's got a lot of dough, Sagittarius. He looks like, the look on his face is like, oh, somebody's going to take my money. And maybe this release or this ending, this is an ending. We see a fire over here because he's letting it burn down completely. So, there's some type of an ending here in this reading. I believe there is. And it has to do with that release, autumn. And so, maybe you're concerned about money. This man definitely wants to hold on to that money. Yes, he does. And now we have the Lovers. Yeah, and here they are. And they are standing, kind of out, in the meadow here. And the heart is gleaming. And the Holy Grail is in the back, which is depicted as, the arc of a rainbow, right? Which is really what the rainbow is. It's arcoiris. Yeah, which really means iridescent arch, right? Let's see what we have, Sagittarius. So we have the Lovers. Look at that. And the Eight of Wands. So we'll put the cards down and we will discuss them. And here is Judgment. Wow. And we're going to have to cover Judgment because they got real deep with this card. Yeah, there's one man standing here and or one woman, and she's got her arms up here. And she's getting power from the divine hand here. It's some type of it looks like a dropper, I kid you, or a sword. Maybe it could be a sword. Underneath her is somebody who is crying here and kind of sitting within the fire here, definitely crying. So this Judgment talks about a release or death and rebirth, but I feel like there's a death here because this person over here wouldn't be so upset. I don't think. This lady looks like I'm truly living. I had to cover her because she's bare-breasted, right? I'm truly living. Yeah, I definitely am. Let's put a stone over that instead. Oh, let's see what we have. Yeah, there we go. Maybe you can see that a little bit better. I'm going to move this ever so gently, right? Not a stone, but a crystal. Let's see what else there is here in this beautiful reading. Let's see what else we got. I feel like it is. The Tower, the Emperor, the Lovers, the Tower, and Judgment. You see something falls apart here and it's being released. The Tower is very Aquarian energy. I say this even though it's Pluto, it's Scorpio, this, right? This is Scorpio. This is Scorpio's card or Pluto's card. But the Tower is intense, and that's what they mean here, right? But something that is not really authentic falls to the ground because the Tower is built on a flimsy foundation or a false belief or something that really cannot last. Yeah, and that is very interesting. So let me turn this off, you guys. This is silliness over here. He's on his way, he's coming. To Hollywood, he's hopping into Hollywood. Okay, and so the Tower here. Let's see what else we got, you guys. Did you guys hear that? And the Sun, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. There's only 7 cards here. Okay, this is a huge reading. Let's see what else we have for Sagittarius, please. For Sagittarius. Ace of Wands. See what I mean, Sagittarius? This reading is like, it can't get any better. I don't feel that it can. Let's see what else we have for you guys here. The Ace of Swords. Oh, shoot. And let's see what else for Sagittarius, please. The Ten of Pentacles. This is such a big reading. It is a huge, powerful reading. 2 aces are here and 5 major arcanas. Yeah, that is really huge. We have a completion in the reading. We already know something's being released. It's over and done, whatever that may be. And the Lover sits in the root. So here we have the Emperor. He's taking control of his life. I mean, it's his empire, right? But he takes control of his life. He says, you know what, this has to burn. This has to go over here. It's purging. This has to go. And crossing energy here, which may be challenging, is the Four of Pentacles. This is to hold on. This could have been the challenge. Somebody doesn't want you to forget them. Forget me not, Sagittarius, right? Maybe that was the person that you said forget you. Forget you. I'm not sure here. And the Lovers is why it's all happening. Somebody could be obsessed. It's not really obsessed. Kind of hell-bent on holding on to you, Sagittarius. This Hanged Man, if you can see him here, he has released himself from the rope that, you know, he was hanging up on the post. He got down and, you know, one of his thoughts here, his thought could be, is it worth it releasing somebody? Is it worth it sacrificing something? Is it? Because with this worry look on his face, he feels like it may not be. That could be the, right? Because that's what he's about. The Hangman is about your enlightenment, basically, or a sacrifice, or seeing things from a different view. Yeah. And it's a spiritual card, too. It definitely is. Anything attached to or related to Pisces is spiritual. Yeah, my daughter's starting to figure that out, which is, you know, which is really good, right? Yeah, I feel like it is. So the Lovers is why it's all happening. Let's get a card on the Four of Pentacles for you, Sagittarius, or anybody with a lot of Sag in their chart. Page of Swords. So somebody in the reading here, whether it's the person coming who can't forget you, this person cannot forget you. Whoever's showing up here and doing the sacrificing and releasing and trusting their intuition with the High Priestess. Trusting it, right? Trusting their sensing faculties, trusting their perception, their intuitive perception, right? Trusting that, trusting their feelings. Here is an energy, though, of I'm curious. This cracks me up, the size of the sword, right? I feel like it's a woman here, and she's, I don't know, she's not a pound overweight in her whole life, and she don't look really you know, muscly. And look how big the sword is. That's funny to me. But they're trying to make a point here that this is a lot of curiosity, basically, about the Four of Pentacles. Somebody's not sure. They're wondering. Remember, the Page of Swords is curious. He's different than the other pages. Yeah, he's you know, he's thinking. So he's curious because of the sword and the mental realm. Why it's all happening here is the Lovers, right? And maybe there's a secret lover here. There could be. And let's get a card on that Lovers. And now we have the Ace of Cups. So, hot damn, right? The reading just doesn't get any better. No, somebody's trying to show up for you. I'm almost positive here. And you have 3 aces here. And all these major arcanas. Wow. Okay. And why it's all happening is the Lovers. There's a choice in love being made. Remember, the Lovers is love, a choice. We know it's love. It can be about desire, it can be about soulmates, but it's a choice. Yeah, it's definitely a choice. And so somebody has chosen you for a new beginning in love, or you've chosen them. And there's somebody here who's kind of doubting or really kind of wondering, I wonder if I can hold on. This man is really upset trying to hold on to his money. But I feel like this is about love, not about money, right? We have one other Pentacle card. It shows up in the potential outcome, but we'll talk about that. The Eight of Wands showing up in the past. Somebody made this choice for change. Here's the choice being made. It was made in the past, and yes, it was. And somebody wants change, growth, innovation. They want to live their life in a new way. They want passion. This can be communication as well. It can. But they want movement in their life. There could have been something stagnant here. And now Judgment is the Judgment's here. And one person is really happy and one person's crying over here. And so, of course, the happy person has their arms open to receive from the universe, and the sad person is covering his eyes. This could be an ending, because Judgment is death and rebirth, right? It is all the time, all day long and twice on Sunday. And there was a decision made here. Judgment, can be a decision here, especially with the Lovers. But this is rebirth, and this is what's on your mind. We'll get a card on that, Sagittarius. Let's get a card on Judgment for Sagittarius, please. And now we have the Five of Swords. And there is that's really interesting here. This man, is he dancing here? He's ready for a fight. Basically, he's got 2 swords here. This is burning here. The 3 swords are on the ground. It's possible that he has, I feel like he scared these wolves away. I feel like what's going on, though, they're looking back here, and wolves always mean a great expansion or a great calling, what somebody really wants, what's calling them. We know that you're calling them, Sagittarius, because here's Forget-Me-Not. So this could definitely be somebody from your past. It could just be from a couple months ago. It doesn't have to be from, 20 years ago. Although it could be that there's no way for me really to see that in this reading. 5 of Swords showing up with Judgment. Yeah, something ends here and there's a victory and a loss. That's what the 5 of Swords is about. And this man he goes, I'm going to win. Yes, he is. Yeah, and he's, it's interesting because those wolves are leaving like they couldn't win. Yeah, and but it can definitely be about people. Yeah, and that's kind of a mean energy too. It is, because mean in the sense of the 5 of Swords, a guy always shows up with a smirk, and he is mean, right? But it can be like the kind of meanness that maybe somebody feels like it's necessary, kind of, or a loss. I have to cut this out because he definitely wants to win. And he does, but the Tower is here as well. So somebody might feel like something has to end. Yeah, they do. They feel like something has to end. It has to come down the Tower to have the Ace of Wands under the Lovers. The Ace of, where's the Ace of Cups? Is right over the Lovers. This is beautiful. The Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and then these are all tandem vertically, and then the Ace of Wands here. Next to it on the right is the Ace of Swords, and the Sun sits here. OMG, right? Yeah, and Wow. Okay. The tower sits here. Why is that tower there? And we have the Hierophant. Okay. And he looks like a really mean guy here. Yeah, I don't like this Hierophant in this deck because his face is covered. He looks creepy, like, something out of a creepy movie. And these people are kind of begging for forgiveness. She's got the moon here that he can't see, the Hierophant, and they're kind of begging. It's interesting how one is green and the one person's green. They're both naked and they're kind of praying or asking for forgiveness here from this Hierophant. And, this could be a lesson learned here. He's holding the book and he has the whip. I feel like somebody has learned here. Somebody has learned with the tower falling. The tower coming down here, this is more of the tower's coming down. It's about belief systems, basically. But the tower with this Hierophant, uh, it's about somebody not believing the same way anymore. And now they feel like they're dealing with a lesson, like some type of karmic lesson. Here's the tower. Somebody learned late in the game, and now they're dealing with some type of this is in the near future, or they're going to deal with, and I feel like it has to do with this releasing and this Five of Swords, and this person crying in the cup, which is being cooked right by the campfire. But yeah, and so this is death and rebirth. We see it twice, the tower, and we see it with judgment. And we see this Hierophant as somebody has to take some type of punishment. That's what they're doing here. I can't show them. They're naked. Yeah, and here they are begging to the Hierophant, right? Like, don't whip me. And he's holding the book and the whip. He's holding the book like, well, you didn't follow along. You didn't do what I said to do. And they're like, well, we need to release something here. We need to, right? But there's punishment here. The Sun card is the concern. And, this could be sometimes, it's not really about you reap what you sow, but the concern here is to kind of spindle or spin, I guess, is there. That's what she has, a spindle here, right? This is way back in the day. It's kind of like a sewing machine. But, she's kind of, I don't know if it's spindling, I'm not sure, but she's got these two babies here. And so this talks about, a new beginning and how to kind of spin it or sew it into existence. And the Sun is behind it. This is all the power is here. Will there be enough power? Because it's in the concern. Will there be enough power? I feel like what this is, though, the concern is more of, this is what I want. I want happiness with the Sun. I want to create something. She's creating, and the babies are here as also a token of creation, right? Of a new beginning as well, the babies. And in the environment is the Ace of Wands, which is a passionate new opportunity. We're not going to clarify it. We don't need to clarify every card. It's, it's just, we don't. Yeah. And so the Ace of Swords could be showing here, you already have a new beginning in your environment, Sagittarius. You do. And somebody has already chosen you up here. Ace of Cups, the lovers. And they've done it with their power as the Emperor, right? He's very powerful. But the Ace of Swords sits in your hopes and desires. This could be the action you're taking, though. I find that to be, those to be kind of interchangeable, even though they don't sound entirely. Four of Wands, and this is a celebration. And we see the two girls here, and they're, they have some type of a ritual, like, or some type of relationship, right? Maybe they're getting married, and they got these two ribbons here. I'm not sure. Maybe they're like, we're friends forever, but this is about stability, and it can be about a marriage or a bonding relationship here, because they're bonding. The little bird is here, so, this talks about communication. And you could be hoping for communication. You could be hoping for a new beginning and to really bond with this person who might be from the past. And in the potential outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. And we see the woman waving goodbye to the man. Now, he's bidding her farewell, though. He's happy. I feel like somebody's saying goodbye to somebody in this... They might not be happy, though. They might not. That Hangman looks worried. Let's get a card on that Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this is just a completion. I feel like this lady's leaving to have this new beginning with you. or maybe the man, right? We don't know who's who here. And now we have the Knight of Pentacles. And this Knight of Pentacles is definitely taking action. Let's get another card. And we have the Two of Pentacles now. So this may be you going back and forth, Sagittarius. If something's over with somebody, possibly, right? The Ten of Pentacles, it's sometimes just a completion. It can also be that, you know, they're happy though. So, you know, this can be a little, you know, you could be hoping in this reading of somebody that you're going to bond with somebody and that they're going to let something kind of die off, or they're going to walk away from it, or they're going to release it. Because here's the Autumn card, and it is a release. And the Tower is a release. The Tower is like, well, you didn't listen in the past. It's kind of a karma card. You didn't listen in the past. This was kind of already kind of on a flimsy foundation. You didn't listen. I told you that it's not going to last, or you made some poor choices, and now you have to learn the lesson. And these people are learning the lesson because the lightning is, you know, crashing against the tower, and now as they you know, and the tower is coming down at the top, and so, but still, you know, it's definitely coming down. And here are these people trying to escape, and here's the man being mean to them. This is a major lesson being learned. Yeah, it is. And it is over here with this punishment card. Somebody here is being punished with karmic lessons in this reading. And whoever they are, I feel like they want to have a new beginning with you. And somebody suffered possibly here in this reading, especially with this punishment and release and the Tower, right? If we don't change or grow or align ourselves truly with who we are too, or the right situations, the Tower will come in and remove it for us. Or they will keep showing us suffering. The Tower will keep showing us these unhappy situations or difficult ones until we finally get the lesson. And not everybody learns in this lifetime. And they take it to the next life, yeah, which is their karma. We're going to end this reading, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.